Okay, we haven't done this in a while. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we look fine. That's fine. Hi friends, welcome back to Renee's Corner, my YouTube channel that I have been away from. Gosh, probably probably close to 2 months at this point. And I wanted to make this video so that I can move on. Not move on, but like, it feels disingenuous to not talk about the hardships that I've been experiencing, honestly, since April. And so the biggest hardship, and I think the most profound one, is that my dog died. He died in April 18th, I want to say. So it's been about a month and some change since his passing, which I think I grossly underestimated how much it would impact me. And I think that I had Nehemiah for over more than half of my life, and he was this very like steady constant in my life since middle school. And like, now I have a whole PhD and I like turned 30, and like all of these milestones have been like marked and are like have been profoundly influenced by the fact that I had this dog, a dog that we were not even supposed to get. And I think that, you know, it just, there's so much of my life that I I molded around having a dog, right? Like my class schedule, my practicum schedules, like even here, like there's just so much I molded around having a dog. And now that it's just me, it just feels like I can't get my footing. Like I just feel discombobulated all the time. And you know, I feel like it's just grief, and I know it's grief, and I know it's just, I have to get used to the fact that like the love of my life in this dog is gone. And on one hand, I am profoundly sad about the loss of my dog, and on the other hand, like, I know he lived the very best life that a dog could possibly live. He moved at least 7 times in his life, at least 7 times. He lived on his own accord. There was not much expected of him. He did exactly what he wanted to do when he wanted to do that, and that included listening to or not listening to commands. He was a very unique dog, and so like it's just hard, you know. Like, it's always been me and the dog, Tanesha and the dog, Tanesha and the dog, Tanesha and the dog. The dog goes to family reunions. Everyone knows like we have to plan this family reunion around Neen and the dog, which is my nickname, which I was not planning on saying, but whatever. My home nickname, and the dog, right? So like me and the dog, me and the dog, me and the dog. And now it's just me, and I'm trying to figure out like, what the hell did I, like, what do I do with that? Like, right? Like I don't know. Some of the hard parts have been leaving work. It's like, sometimes I feel like there's no point in coming home. I'm like, well, like I used to rush home to get the dog, to clean up after the dog. And especially since moving to Kentucky, like it's just, I work, I go home, take care of the dog, and I spend time with the dog. But now it's like, oh, I'll just stay an extra hour at work, or oh, I'll just stay an extra 2 hours, or oh, I can stay late and finish these notes, or oh, I'll do this or I'll do that. And it's just so hard to come home and he's not here, and my house is so quiet, and it's just weird. It's just weird not having the dog here. We got like his remains and stuff, and like I donated his dog food, and I just sobbed in the car. And it's just so hard. I don't know what more I can say besides that it's been very hard, and I feel very isolated in this experience. And like, shout out to the village that has been holding me up. Shout out to my friends, shout out to my mom for coming as soon as we found out that he was gonna pass. Shout out to like people just dropping things for me and supporting me and making sure that I wasn't alone for too long over the first like couple weeks or so. That is it's just so hard. It's just so hard. I know that I complain about the dog a lot on this channel, and you know, he was not a well-behaved dog by any means. And that's fine. Like he didn't have to be, but like we loved him so much. My family loved him so much. He was a big part of the fabric of our lives. Of like, oh, like for example, my mom and I went to go look at townhouses once he passed, and we were like, it doesn't have enough yard for the dog. And I'm like, the crap, like we don't have the dog anymore, and like what am I supposed to do about that? Or like sometimes when I'm eating, like I'll get Chipotle and I'll save some chicken for Maya, and like I'll like finish eating and I'm like, okay, let me go like put this in the dog's bowl, and it's just like, it like hits you. And so I would say profoundly grieving. It has been really, really hard. I don't know how to put into words what exactly has been hard about it. It's just like, I love that dog so much, and that dog was so much a part of me and who I am and the like fabric of my being. And then to just like suddenly not have my dog anymore, it was just, I don't know. I recorded a vlog on the day that I went and got his remains, and maybe I'll post it, maybe I won't. But it's just, it has been just like profoundly sad. Like it's just like, it feels like a perpetual hard time. Like I had to move my room around so that I wouldn't wake up in the middle of the night anymore to look for the dog and like panic when I don't see him. It has been so profound. And I know in my heart of hearts, like we did everything possible for him, and for him to feel loved, and for him to feel accepted, and like just, I don't think there's a dog on earth that was loved more than Nehemiah in my family. And so now I'm like figuring out and picking up the pieces of like what do I do now that it's just me? I'm trying to like be okay, I think, because I know logically it's just grief. It's just grief, but it's like, it's like the most heart-wrenching grief I have ever experienced. Maybe not ever, but it has been a profound experience in my life, and I'm not really sure what to do about that, or like what to make of that. And like some days I'm doing really good and I feel fine, and then other days like I wake up and I'm like sobbing because I miss the dog so much, and then other days I'm really snappy with people, or I have been holding a lot of stress in my neck and stuff, and so sometimes I'll have like this extreme headache kind of feeling like down my neck, and so I am trying my best to hold it together, but it I don't know, it's not going necessarily the best. My dog turned 7, like he had his first heavenly birthday yesterday on May 26th, and he would have turned 17, and like that is so old for a dog. And so it's sort of like this push and pull of like, I'm grieving, and then I feel like good, and I feel like okay, like I can do this without the dog, I can like go travel, and I can do this or I can do that, but like it's like always there of like, damn, my dog is gone. Like I feel like that's the hardest part. It's like, damn, my dog's gone. And like, I just miss him. I miss cuddling with him. And I miss like seeing his little face and his little tail when I come home. Yeah, I'll probably miss that dog forever, honestly. Like, I have had him longer than I have not had him. And so it's just like love with nowhere to go, right? Like I pour and pour and pour and pour so much love into this dog, and like it's just like all that love and energy that I normally devote to the dog is just like there, and so it's like manifesting in sadness, and it just is what it is. And I hate it. Hate is a strong word, but I really hate it. Really hate it. And then yeah, it just sucks, you know. Like, I wouldn't wish this kind of experience on anyone, and I know that a lot of people with pets experience it, and so I don't have any tips. I just I was like, oh, I'm gonna record this of like how I'm grieving and like tips and tricks. I got nothing. I'm trying my best to just stay afloat and like not damage relationships in the meantime. And like, I'm very grateful for the people who have been holding space and holding grace for me as I've been trying to figure out what the hell is going on in my life. And figure out like how I can just be and be okay, and figure out, you know, like, had I known that, like, I have been saying since before I turned 30, I was like, 30 is going to be a brand new era. Things are going to be different. Like, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be more firm with people. Like, I'm going to set boundaries, all this stuff. Like, had I known that that new era meant I was going to lose my dog, I would not have wished that at all. I would rather just stay the way that I was and just be okay with that. But losing my dog, like, it just feels like, oh, well, you wanted a new era, so like your dog's gone, and like, what the fuck? Like, and that's not a good way to think about it, I don't think. But I just wanted to be honest and transparent about what I've been going through, and that I'm still going through. I haven't been on YouTube in God knows how long. I just kind of started back Twitch streaming, and I'm just like, I'm so afraid that somebody will be like, oh, how's your dog? And I just like, I just like I can't, and I don't want to. And it just is, yeah, it just sucks. And so obviously I'm going through a hard time. I'm okay. I know that like I'm crying and stuff, but I feel mostly okay, and I'm having a hard time. How about that? That feels transparent and fair. I'm okay, and I'm having a really hard time. And also there's just been like some really good stuff that's happened too, and it just like, it's like good in the moment, and then I'm like, I wish my dog was here. Or like, I'll see a dog and I'm like, dang, Maya would have like loved the grass, like at the summertime, like he loves laying in the grass. And so I was like, oh, the grass has finally changed colors, and like in the last few months he hasn't really been going outside as much, and blah blah blah. I'm done talking about this because I do not want to cry myself to sleep tonight, and I want to say that I'm okay, and I'm just grieving my dog, and it has been one of the worst experiences of my life. I'm not even gonna hold you. I know that there are people out there who will be like, oh, he's just a dog, like, you'll get over it, you can get another dog, blah blah blah. But like, Nehemiah was absolutely everything to me. Did I complain about him? Yes. Was he bad? Yes. But like, he was mine, and like I loved him, and it just sucks. And I'm trying to be okay, and I'm trying to like also give myself grace as I am grieving this like really profound loss in my life, you know. I'm trying to just figure it out. And so yeah, I think going forward I might talk about this some more, I might not, but it felt disingenuous to come to the channel where I had like posted so much of him through my grad school journey, and so much of him, like his 12th birthday is on the channel, and so it feels disingenuous to come on here and like pretend like everything's sweet here when it's not. The dog is gone and it fucking sucks. Like, it just sucks.